What is going on, everyone? I am the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scrub, but you can call me Bailey, and I'm actually on a new account today, because as you can see, this is not a GOAT format deck. I'm going to be trying something out a little bit different today. I've been wanting to play some hat format. Been watching some hat on YouTube, and honestly, it was a great time. And not saying I'm going to, become a hat channel and not play GOAT. Maybe I'll throw some Edison in there too, but just let me know what you guys think. Do you want some hat format as well, some Edison? Do you guys just want GOAT? That's fine by me. We'll see, based on views and everything, how it goes. But hat format was a really, really fun format, and this is one of my favorite decks of all time. This is actually the only real deck I ever had that I was, competitive with. I loved me some Dark World. I know a lot of people hated playing against it, but I love Dark World. I loved coming up with, control versions. I loved coming up with turbo versions with advanced draw. It was just an incredible deck. I loved it. I love Grapha so much. And so this is a version I threw together for hat format. Basically relies on Malefic Stardust Dragon. That's really the only thing that's a bit different and not super standard. A lot less traps, a bit turbo-y with the triple trade-ins, but you're basically trying to make rank 8s with the Malefic Stardust, and then back it up with Skill Drain. Eradicator Epidemic Virus is an incredible card that's at 1 in hat format that you can abuse. If you're, think about the viruses in Edison and even GOAT format. Eradicator is just as powerful. Depending on the matchup, sometimes you just throw an Eradicator, get rid of a Graph, and it's just insane. So yeah, we're going to try something out today, and we're just going to go into the duel room, but we're not going to the GOAT format ladder. We are going to the unlimited unrated ladder. And just seeing, and unfortunately, I wish that it was as simple as just clicking a, over here, just find a match right away. But instead, we're going to have to wait, and I'm not going to take it out. We're going to leave in this waiting. I don't want to edit. I hate editing. Editing is stupid. But of course, the longer I wait, the more I'm I probably should edit, you guys. This is going to be annoying for most of you. We'll see. It's going to be a big challenge. If I want to do hat content, I might have to find games in advance, simply because I don't want to wait. I did a test match right before this, and I found someone pretty darn quickly. Within a few, minute or two, not even. Absolutely won. Guy was playing windups. Nothing against the guy, I'm sure, again, people don't like playing Dark World, but, it's just so fun. I love it so much. I think it's one of the more powerful decks in hat format. I think it's incredibly underrated, personally. The ability to just spam 3,000, well, 2,700 attack, but 3,000 with a field spell Graphas. And maybe you guys will learn something, too, because hat format, obviously, is some difference between GOAT format. Priority being the biggest thing is that there is no priority. Obviously, being a 2014 format, a whole 10 years after GOAT format, actually 9, but still, there's just a lot more card pool. You have XYZs, but I enjoy it. I like hat format, and if you want to see more, let me read you the list I have for decks that I want to build, and I would love to show off someday. But I got Dark World, obviously we're playing that today. Mermail, Ghostrick, Artifact, Sylvan, YuGiOh, Gadgets with Tin Goldfish and Trap Tricks, and then Fire Fist. And then there's the hat format himself. The hat deck, Hands, Artifact, Trap Tricks. Then there's now a Cat with the Card-D Artifact, Trap Tricks, and we're still waiting for a duel. I wouldn't mind if you guys just clicked ahead and skipped. We'll see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to host again. Sometimes just refreshing. Is it? I feel like I didn't see. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't there before, so maybe now we're going to find someone. Was that what we were waiting for? It said it there. You guys saw it. It had it in the duel note, but I feel like when I looked up there, it wasn't. So, are we going to find someone? There we go. We find Future Fusion. We win the rock, paper, scissors. And we're going to be going first. Because this deck can put up some pretty incredible boards. And this is already a fantastic hand. We're going to start with Trading. Getting rid of Grapha. And yep, 6 cards. Used to GOAT where it's auto. LO. Thanks. Alright. And we draw Trance Archfiend. We're going to go ahead. Obviously, we're going to set the Reckless Greed. I think we're going to summon the Trance. Activate the Gates of Dark World. Activate Drag Down from the Grave. We'll show my hand. He's chaining Maxi. Obviously, we're going to discard a brow because we have 2 brows, so doesn't make a difference. Soul Charge, okay. Right away, I think I'm going to take Sylvan Charity because it's slower. He doesn't have things in his grave to Soul Charge. Declare. We'll draw with brow. We'll declare the effect of Gates of Dark World. Banish a brow for a brow. That allows us to then draw 1 card. Brow. We will then draw another. Activate Upstart Goblin. Draw Eradicator Epidemic Virus. And I do think, because we have Eradicator now, we can actually give him 2 draws, or we can give him 1, because we can special Malefic Stardust and then use that for Eradicator. But if we use Trance Archfiend, Summon Beige, that gives him 1 draw, Special Summon Grapha. I think that's the better play, because we can keep the Malefic Stardust in hand. So we're going to declare. We'll Special Summon Beige. And then put Grapha on the board. Set Eradicator. End our turn. And just call spell right away. And see, that's what Dark World can do. Kind of insane. Debunk, what's good against this deck? Skill Drain is okay. Doesn't hit Lone Fire. He's going to probably bring in... I mean, he has Mount Sylvanias. But I don't know if MST's that good. Let's take out some Upstarts. Is there anything better? The only problem with this deck is, like, you have a lot of engine, and so you don't really want to bring too much out. We're going to bring in Dark Smogs. Because I like the idea of, you know, being able to kind of hit, like, if he's going to Soul Charge or something. Maybe Warning over another Upstart. Though Miracle Fertilizer is also in the deck, so we can bring in MST. But he's going first, so we'll try this. Sylvan's another fantastic deck. That used to be one of my favorites. Like, 2014 was maybe when I had the most fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I love GOAT format. Absolutely love GOAT format. Never played in 2010. I was a little too young for, like, the competitive scene. And I kind of got more into it. Like, GOAT format was when I was just a kid loving the game, because, you know, it was Duelist Kingdom and all that, and watching the anime, and even though I didn't really understand the rules of the game and, like, mechanics too well, I just loved the cards. And then, around 2010, wasn't playing, you know, it was quote-unquote nerdy, and so I just decided to kind of take a break, and then I discovered online Yu-Gi-Oh! Around 2013, because it was right before Dragon Rulers dropped, right before Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. And then I was a little, not little kid, but I was like, I need to spend all the money. I need to get the greatest deck. Oh my god, this deck is insane. And I almost spent like $1,200 or whatever it was for 3 Draco Sacks in the Dragon Ruler deck. Opponent is making me wait. But I didn't do that, obviously, unfortunately. I did, though, then invest in Dark World, because that was a lot cheaper. And so I got Dark World, and I went to a tournament, and it was not peak Dragon Ruler, if I recall. I think because I played Boojins, and so I think it was the format after where Dragon Ruler was still the best deck, but not quite as powerful. I mean, some people could argue maybe it was just as powerful. It was just the not Dragon Shrine, the Dragon's Ravine version, without the baby rulers. Opponent opens up Sylvan Charity, so basically Graceful Charity, but Sylvan's. Puts back Sage Akoya and Princess Sprout. Summons Marshal Leaf to mill 2. That will get him back the Sylvan Charity, because Sage Koya can add back. And Princess Sprout gets to summon itself and make it a level 3. Makes a Mech-Equipped Angineer. Sets 4 back row. Very interesting for Sylvans. And our opening hand is not looking too good. We're going to go ahead, I think, and just try to summon Tour Guide. And we'll get out a Brow. And I think we're just going to have to play a little defensive and make a Zen Mains in defense. I think we'll set Solemn Warning and Skill Drain. Maybe we'll set both Skill Drains. We'll set it all. Because if we draw Dark World Dealings or anything... Okay, activate Royal Decree. That is gonna not do it for us, but certainly gonna make it kind of difficult. Can't even Solemn the Lone Fire. Decree is up. I mean, I suppose we could, but you would never. They get Hermitry. He activates the Sylvan Charity. Okay, that makes more sense. The reason he was setting 4 is also because he doesn't want to get his hand ripped with Drag Down. That makes perfect sense. Puts back a Sylvan Charity and Hermitry. Excavates the Hermitry with the Hermitry effect. Draws the Sylvan Charity. Then he gets to view the cards. I don't get to know what he's putting, so he can banish them face down, and he gets to put them on top of his deck in any order that he pleases. And he just ends his turn there. We draw Snow. So I think what we can do is switch Zen Mains to attack. Attack Mech-Whipped Angineer. Oh wait, he's not. Okay, he's not. So we're gaining 300. He's using the Angineer effect to switch it to defense. It can't be destroyed, and then because of that, obviously I'm not going to put a Fiend in the graveyard. Because the idea was going to be putting Brow in the graveyard, get the Gates of Dark World and Snow going. Unfortunately, though, that's going to be the end of my turn. I was going to then detach and use Zen Main's effect in the end phase to pop the Royal Decree. Miracle Fertilizer, going to get back that Hermitry. Now, because you overlay, the way the overlaying works is Miracle Fertilizer will be able to stay on the field, because even though the monster left the field, it didn't. It's a really weird ruling, but so that's how that works. He gets a Debunk to hand. This goes to the extra deck. And we take 1,800, 2,300. We get a beige. We'll use Gates of the Dark World. I believe... Okay, he MSTs. Yeah, we're admitting defeat. We're not coming back from that game. Going first, I want to bring in... Solemn is pretty good. Dark Smog's also pretty good. We're just going to see how it goes. This is where I falter, is my side decking. Okay, I do like the opening hand. Draw for turn, because it's before Duelist Alliance. Before, was it Master Rule 4, 5? We get Reckless Greed. Allure of Darkness, Snow, Drag Down, Dark World Dealings, Grapha, Reckless Greed. So we'll go ahead, activate Dark World Dealings. Get a trade-in. Discard Snow. Snow is going to get us... I think another Snow. Or do we go Gates of Dark World and hope we draw a Fiend? No, we'll go Snow, because we can use Drag Down from the grave. But first, we're going to activate Trade-In. Get that Grapha out of here. Get Dark World Dealings Drag Down. Set Reckless Greed. We'll set all of these. Actually, we'll Dark World Dealings first. Discard Snow for dealings. Get ourselves Gates of the Dark World. Activate Gates. Declare. Banish Snow. Discard Brow. Draw 1. Draw 2. Set skill drain. Activate Drag Down. Get the Soul Charge out of here. Draw Beige back to hand. Special summon Grapha. Set Eradicator. Activate Drag Down. Put, I think... Do we do Debunk? Yeah, we'll do Debunk. We can draw, get Dark Smog. No other Graphas. We have Skill Drain. We'll set the Dark Smog because we can Reckless Greed. And we'll hit End Phase and use In Standby. He uses... Yep. We're calling spells. One out of 3. We'll bring this to hand. Special Grapha. I think we're going to then Allure of Darkness. If it lets us. Drawing Reckless. Drag Down. Unfortunately, I think we're going to banish the Beige. Set Reckless. Activate Drag Down. Get rid of the Princess Sprout. Oh, get rid of... Okay, Sage. Doesn't matter to me. Discard Brow. And he just left right away. Okay, well, let's go back again. It's unfortunate, but I understand. A lot of people hate playing against Dark World because it is just so explosive. But, like, why do I think it's the best deck? It reminds me a little bit of the Cyberstein Machine Gate deck in GOAT format, where when it goes off, you're just going to win the game. Because I draw through half my freaking deck, and I am popping cards, I'm searching cards. And when I lose, I just lose. Because, like, I don't know, with the Machine Gate deck, your opponent does 4,000 damage on, like, turn 2. They manage to stop you from Cyberstein. They call the right things with reasoning, and so it just doesn't work out in your favor. But when it goes off, it absolutely goes off. And for our first video, I don't think we're going to do too many matches. I mean, these are going pretty quick. We're 18 minutes in, already got one match. The first match I played was also very quick. We'll see how fast. I wish I could find, like, what I hate is having to just wait for someone, especially for the content purposes. I don't want you guys to sit here waiting, but while I make you sit here, I can wish you a fantastic day, and if you're not having a fantastic day, go and make it a fantastic day, and then come back to this video. In case you're wondering, too, my name on this account is just YuGiOh Scrub Hat, without, if you didn't see, you know, no spaces, so if you want to add this account as well, maybe someday, if you ever see me on it, you can play me. But please, 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 if you're still watching, like, let me know what you think of the content. Do you want more hat format, or you just never want me to touch this again? Which I would absolutely understand. Maybe I just do replays. Would that be better? Maybe I'll do that. Well, I don't know. Just because the replays, at least, you're not watching me wait. Because I'm sitting here. And fortunately, I have the gift of gab, so I can talk to myself for a very long time. But there's only so much content you can watch of me literally sitting here not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Before you click off the video. Hopefully we find someone quick. I'm going to try again. Host duel. I don't know why. I think just putting it back out there. It's like, hey guys, I really want to play. Really, really want to play. And hey, you know, if guys like the content, maybe we can get a ladder on it someday. My personal opinion, too, as we're talking about hat format, what is it, Time Wizard tournament, like the 3v3 tournaments that they're actually being sanctioned in, like YCSs, that are GOAT format, Edison format, and then I think they were doing Tengu format, and everyone knows Tengu was the one that people just, I mean, it's fine, but it's not nearly as loved, I'd say, as Edison and GOAT. I think hat format should be that last one. I think it should be Edison, GOAT, and hat, because I think Tengu has some XYZs, but not quite that many yet. I think, and I could be even wrong about that, I'm not a Tengu expert, but I think it has, like, Leviathan Dragon, like some of the really early XYZs. I think that hat format is that perfect balance before the game explodes. I mean, Duelist Alliance, you can say, is when it really went crazy. But, I mean, you have things like Sylvan. You have a lot of different kinds of decks, like Sylvan and Dark World. Spam the field with big, big monsters, make rank 8s, even rank 7s, and, you know, try to OTK your opponent with these crazy boards. And then there's, like, YuGiOh and gadgets, just the hat deck in particular, like Hands Artifact and Trap Tricks. The artifacts really slow the game down. I don't know if I'm going to find anyone, guys. This is crazy. Maybe no one wants to play me now because they know that I'm running Dark World. It also, I think, if it was a rated, people just like having their rating go up. We need a rated ladder, so here's my call to get a rated hat format ladder. I think one of the problems, quote-unquote, with hat, if I recall, is that there's, like, a few different versions of hat. Not the deck, but there was a few different drops of card pools during the quote-unquote hat format, and so it's a little bit difficult to know exactly when people talk about hat format, like what was legal. And I'm not going to act, I don't have the game knowledge to be like, oh, it was this month, this day. I just know, like, the general. I mean, you can go on Format Library and just look up, like, hat format Yu-Gi-Oh! And, like, it has a list, so that's what I went by, is just, I looked up hat format ban list, hat format card pool, and threw some stuff together. But I think that that's what, you know, it could go by. I don't know why it would go by anything else, but I really, really wish that we could just find an opponent. And by find, I mean someone just says, I feel like playing hat format right now. Because, unfortunately, we're just not getting anyone. And I really don't want to just end the video now, but I'll give it another minute or two, and if not, then I might just end it, and you guys can let me know in the comment section if you want this kind of content. And by this kind of content, I don't mean me sitting here, but just hat format. I can only repeat myself so many times. You know, I enjoy it greatly, but this is the stuff that I don't enjoy. I don't think anything, and I'm pretty sure there's a Discord, and so that would probably work well. Let's hop on a Discord and be like, hey guys, looking for a opponent right now. Maybe I screwed myself by jumping straight in with Dark World, but I wanted to play my favorite deck. Like, I love the deck. But maybe I should have played with, like, gadgets, because people like those, and that's actually, you know, it feels a bit more fair when you're playing. Even though, like, gadgets like Exciton Knight, it was just crazy, that card. It was one of the first cards that was just, like, literally a board wipe. Dark Hole and Heavy Storm together. Insane. I'm going to try one more time. And if we don't find someone, I'm going to say by 25 minutes and 30 seconds into this video, then I'm just going to call it and let you guys leave comments down below. You can also tell me what decks you'd want me to play in the future. If you guys do want to see hat format content, I gave you the list of stuff I have. Madolche should be on that list as well. Love me some Madolches. But I love, you know, even though I've talked before about how I enjoy even like Edison format and GOAT, how archetypes weren't the big thing. What I like about hat format is it feels like there's so many different archetypes that you could play, that it doesn't feel too broken. I mean, I could even play freaking Gravekeepers, and like that wouldn't be the end of the world. Like it, I'm sure, would be okay. Like Gravekeepers with some like hat cards. I say hat cards, but Gravekeepers with the hands. I don't think that would be bad. Like, there's a lot of stuff that is possible. Freaking, I believe Archfiend's freaking topped. Look at that. We found an opponent. We're going to go back to scissors, and we lose to the rock. Okay, unfortunate, but our deck can OTK. Why do I feel like we're going to get 5 seconds into this game, they're going to quit because they're going to see, like, Dark World Grapha and just be like, nope. Alright. Opponent goes, oh, I wasn't, was it because I wasn't on Classic? Is that why? They're playing Evil Swarms. Summons Karakion. So they're going to make almost certainly Grapha, right? Not Grapha, the Evil Swarm Ophion. That makes it so I can't it makes it so I can't special summon. No, he makes Master Key Beetle, which tells me he likely has Vanity's Emptiness. Okay. We draw Upstart Goblin. Draw Gates of Dark World. Upstart Goblin. I should have... This is why. I was not on Classic. Of course no one wanted to play me. Next we're gonna summon Trance Archfiend. Alright, before I discard. Very important before I discard. He activates Fiendish Chain. Okay. We will then, I believe, go ahead and activate Gates of Dark World. We will special summon Malefic Stardust. And we're gonna just run into the Key Beetle. And Key Beetle gets hit with Safe Zone. Alright. Well, interesting. So we made... This is a interesting deck for sure. He summons Rescue Rabbit, puts 2 Evil Swarm Heliotropes onto the field, which now he will likely make Ophion. No, he just goes to battle. We'll take 700. 1950. 1950. Main 2. So I had it wrong with the Vanity's Emptiness call, but oftentimes, especially turn 1, like Master Key Beetle, target a back row, it's going to be because you are looking to protect Vanity's Emptiness. Because Vanity's obviously then would be protected from its own destruction effect. Alright, whatever. He summons Ophion, but then he decides not to, even though he, like, summoned it and then detached. I'm not going to Shark, I just don't care enough. It's an unrated game. Summons Abyss Dweller. Okay. We get Brow. I think we're going to go ahead and summon Tour Guide. And yeah, okay, so we're admitting defeat. He has Vanity's Emptiness. There's no getting through all that. Alright. I think Black Horn of Heavens are pretty good. Eradicator could be nice. Is Skill Drain good? Yes, Skill Drain is definitely good. I think Wiretaps could be alright. I don't think we need 3 Skill Drain. I think that'd be a little bit overkill. Debunk isn't good. Dark Smog's not that good. MST, could it be okay? I think it's actually better than Wiretap, probably. Maybe take out 1 Malefic Stardust. Or do we do 1 trade-in? Maybe do Foolish. But Foolish is good. Ugh, this is tough. Like I just don't have the space to cut things. Take out Allure for Foolish. Maybe that's foolish of me to do so, but I think putting the Grapha in the grave is going to be a bit more important than not. Alright, we'll draw a 6th card. Opening hand is Brow, MST, Beige, Reckless, Tour Guide, Dark World Dealings. We'll start with Dark World Dealings. Drawing Gates of the Dark World. Discarding Brow. The only thing I don't like about Dark World Dealings is technically you're supposed to discard at the same time. And there's just no real way to do that online. In real life, you could be like, okay, and flip, like you don't show what you're discarding. He discards Infestation Pandemic. We'll draw a 2nd card for Brow. We will then activate the Gates of Dark World. Banish Brow. Discard Beige. Draw. Special summon the Beige. Summon Tour Guide. Get ourselves... I think we go with... Do we go with another Tour Guide or do we go Brow? We'll go with another Tour Guide because we're going to have Skill Drain. We'll overlay. Make ourselves... Where is he? Leviair. Detach and get ourselves Brow. And then we'll set Reckless, MST, Skill Drain, go to end phase. 1900, 1600, 1700, 1100 from the Gates of Dark World effect. I just like doing that so my opponent, it's kind. There's going to be no question of what their attack is. They're not going to summon something with 1500, be like, oh crap, I forgot. Nope, you know that Brow is 1700. The only thing that we're missing is a Grapha. If we had Grapha in rotation, would have been an incredibly explosive turn. I do like that we found another game, though. Think. Because... Yeah. Banishing is a cost, so Skill Drain wouldn't stop it. He gets 2 heliotropes. And what's he going to attack? Hopefully nothing. We'll take 250 from Heliotrope over Brow. And 50 attacking over Beige. Main 2, he's viewing his extra deck. Rescue Rabbit, such a cool, funny looking card too. All the rescue cards are just broken. He overlays both his heliotropes. For what? An Evil Swarm Ophion. That's fine. I might want to use Leviair, which is why I didn't bother skill draining the Ophion. But if I draw like a Grapha, one, I could pop the Ophion, potentially using the Gates of Dark World, but I could also discard it with Trade In. He MSTs the Gates of Dark World. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll draw for turn. We get Dark World Dealings. We'll start with Reckless Greed, because we need cards. We get Snow and Beige. We'll then activate Dark World Dealings. I mean, what? Sure, but like, well, let's see. Activate Reckless Greed. Sure. Waited 10 seconds between Reckless, whatever. That, I don't know. That seems fucking silly. We'll chain. Yeah, no, I'm going to use it. If we're playing the slow play game. Alright, and then I suppose we'll just... Do we summon Brow? I don't even think we do. We're just going to attack. Call me salty, but like, that seemed... I mean, I had lag. I don't know, dude. Sure. 1 out of 3 for Eradicator. He summons Caster. Summons Thunderbird. Overlays them for what? Another Ophion. Could have used Skill Drain. I'm a little salty. That really seemed, I waited 10 seconds between Reckless. And, like, if I was thinking, maybe he wants to, actually, Solemn Judgment's not anything, maybe he wants to wiretap the Reckless. But, like, you could say, like, I'm gonna have something after Reckless. $750. One out of two Reckless. We'll set the brow. 2 out of 3 Virus. You're going to attack. You got all the power in the world right here, buddy. I mean, this is why, no one likes Eradicate Epidemic, but I'm playing a deck that can play it as well. But to me, it seemed like the slow play. That kind of, like, you waited for me to activate it. You waited till you see, like, what if I drew 2 monsters and you wouldn't want to use it? No, it's wait until I activate the Dark World dealings. Especially because, did I use Reckless? I don't know if I'd used my phase buttons. But if I used Reckless in main 1... Alright, he's going to get Karakion. Almost certainly. We'll pay 1,000 for Skill Drain here. Does he have Infestation? Nope, he doesn't. Yep, and I mean, I don't even know what we could draw next turn. It would have to be like Dark World dealings into the nuts. I mean, it's not going to happen. I guess I should have attacked over the Karakion, but yeah, drag down, emit defeat. GG's. Little salty about that Eradicator, but it's what happens, and I can't be salty because I'm playing Dark World, and, like, I mean, this is as salty as I'm gonna be like, yeah, that was kind of stupid. But, yeah, so really, really, really let me know, you guys, what you think about hat format gameplay. Do you want more of it? Do you want me to never play this again? Dark World or hat? You know, you can tell me, please never play Dark World. It's the worst deck ever. But it's my pet deck, my favorite deck. So let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching. I am the YuGiOh Scrub, and goodbye.